Good morning, and thank you for joining us on After GMS. We are so excited that it is the last day of February, the 28th. It's a Monday, so it's the start of the week, but it feels refreshing that, you know, we're over the rain for the week.
Yes.
And things are starting to look warmer.
Yeah, I think people are going to like the 7 day as we head in to the new month, kind of clean the slate and start over.
And maybe no more winter precipitation.
Oh, I certainly hope so.
Okay, good. I thought you were going to say, well, I'm like, oh, wait.
I don't want to jinx it, okay?
Okay, that's
but
fair enough.
I can certainly say for the next 7 days, we don't have to worry about any winter weather here in the Piedmont. Yeah, pretty happy about that. Let's go to the computer graphics and start with the low temperatures this morning. Not bone-chilling cold, but it was cold enough for my blood. Many areas dipping into the 20s. 26 the low in Martinsville and Danville. 28 the low in Reedsville and Greensboro. 29 in Winston-Salem. 31 in Lexington and 30 over at Asheboro. Burlington went down to 27. We head out over the beautiful foothills. Over at Mount Airy down to 29 and down to the freezing mark, 32 over in Wilkesboro. Oh, we take a live look over Burlington, looking mighty fine. Not a cloud in the sky. Beautiful sunrise. We're going to enjoy that sunshine all day long. Still a little chilly at the airport in Burlington where the temperature is at 28, but those temperatures will start to move up with the abundant sunshine. And speaking of temperatures moving up, let's check forecast highs across the nation. Computer model says 58 for us. I think more realistically mid-50s, about 54, 55, but a few of our warmer spots may get up to 57, 58. 57 is our normal high for today, but look at the milder air that's building out over the central and southern plains and the lower Mississippi Valley, where readings will be well into the 60s today. And as high pressure builds out of the plains and builds eastward over the Mid-Atlantic region, that's going to bring some of that warmer air to our part of the Piedmont. High pressure stretches from just off the east coast all the way out to Arkansas this morning, and that's going to provide abundant sunshine in the mid-50s for the Piedmont today. But the cooler high pressure to our northeast slides farther offshore, and the high pressure with milder air builds closer to the Carolinas and Virginia, and that's going to help in the warming up process. After being in the mid-50s today, we'll be around 60 tomorrow, looking at some upper 60s for the Piedmont by midweek. Check it out. I knew you'd love it. Yeah, big smile. Tracy's beaming with a big smile when she sees these numbers. Mid-50s today, 60 tomorrow, 67 on Wednesday, and we may be around 70 on Thursday. A little front moves through and cools us off on Friday. We'll drop back into the 50s. That's not going to last long because we'll warm right back into the 60s on Saturday and Sunday. Right now, we'll keep the weekend dry and kind of beef up the clouds a little bit and keep an eye on things as we go through the week. We may have to add some chance of a shower on Saturday and Sunday, but we'll keep you updated on that as we head through the week.
Well, today is Rare Disease Day. It is a day of awareness that is near and dear to the WFMY News 2 family. Carrie is one of our digital team members. She's always working to get things posted to our website, social media, and to the News 2 app. She does so with a smile that many of us didn't know was covering her own diagnosis of a rare disease. We first aired Carrie's story on the Good Morning Show, and since then you've been sending messages of support not only for Carrie, but for people who have rare diseases. Robin said, "I stand with you, Carrie, and so many others suffering with chronic pain." And another viewer says, "Thank you, Carrie. I'm going through similar circumstances. I get no help from doctors or hospitals. You're my new hero. I will start fighting again. I had given up until I saw you this morning. My sunshine. Thank you for your bravery and tenacity." Wow, what an incredible message of support. She called Carrie her new hero.
I think that's fantastic.
So awesome. So tonight at 5 o'clock, Carrie is going to talk about how she's lived with this specific rare disease for 19 years and also how it's found in men and children. That's tonight at 5 o'clock. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
She's definitely one to kind of set the trend here for recognition of Disease Day. And you can do that by wearing some type of striped outfit, rare disease, so something rare like a zebra print or black and white stripes. These are the stripes that I found in my closet this morning, and you have some nice stripes on too.
Got some stripes on them, a tie,
So yeah, we can all support some way.
Well, first of all, I think Carrie is very brave. She's a great employee, a great coworker and friend. And she works hard to get all that information on social media for us every day. But you know, you talk about these being rare diseases. Not that doctors know a lot about, first of all, diagnosing, that can be very difficult, and also treatment, because a lot of information is not known about these diseases. So we get the conversation going, and we talk about these diseases, and we can all learn and kind of educate ourselves together, help with diagnosis, and also help with treatments.
Absolutely. And I also feel like it's another awareness moment for people who do suffer with chronic pain or those issues, because you never know what people are going through. And you know, when you ask somebody, how are you doing today? And they kind of like, oh, you know, don't just shrug them off. You know, listen to what they're saying and see if there's a way that you can help.
Absolutely.
All right, so now that the end of February is here, March comes in like a lion, and a lot of action in sports. We are just 2 days away from the start of the women's ACC tournament on Wednesday, right here in Greensboro, Tourneytown. So we want to know, what team are you looking forward to watching play in March? In the meantime, because I know Ed's answer,
yeah, you do.
we're going to go over what you can expect with the tournament this year. So NC State, yes, the Lady Wolfpack, the #1 overall seed. They, along with Louisville, Notre Dame, and UNC, all have the double bye to the quarterfinals. So you won't see them playing on Wednesday. So the quarterfinals, Virginia Tech comes in at the 5th seed, followed by Georgia Tech at 6th seed, Miami at 7, and Boston College at the #8 spot. They'll kick things off Thursday. Wednesday's action starts with Syracuse and Clemson at 1, Duke versus Pitt at 3:30, and Wake Forest and Virginia at 6:30 p.m. And if you do not have tickets, don't worry about it. There are plenty available online, as well as the Coliseum box office. So we got an alert from our child's school that the 5th graders are going to go watch the ACC women basketball tournament on Friday. He's in kindergarten, so he can't go, but that's something that we enjoy bringing our kids to, like, every year, is the every year that we can, when there's not, you know, COVID concerns. So yeah, we've just enjoyed it, and can't wait to bring them this year too. Yeah, obviously I'm pulling for the Wolfpack, both in the men's and the women's tournament. And I think it's awesome that we have the ladies ACC tournament right here in Greensboro. And you know, at some point, I don't know the year, but I know at some point the men's ACC tournament is going to be coming back to Greensboro, coming back home, as I like to call it. And it's a big deal. It's a big deal in this area. You know, when the tournament goes to another, you know, larger city, there's so many things going on. It kind of gets buried in the rat race and the shuffle. But here, everybody focused on the tournament when it comes to town. And I'll tell you what, you know, we're used to great basketball with the men's tournament, but I'll tell you what, those ladies, especially the Wolfpack, you know what I'm saying? Some fine basketball. Oh yeah. I mean, they're amazingly competitive. I wouldn't want to be on the court with those lady Wolfpackers. They're tough. Louisville tough. All of those ACC teams are pretty incredible. Yeah, well, the Lady Wolfpack, they have been strong and growing for the last few years. And last year, I was so impressed with their tournament play. I just knew they were going to make the Final Four. Or, you know, the finals of the NCAA tournament, not just ACC. I'm talking about
The whole band, yeah.
The whole shebang.
Yeah.
Because they were just outstanding every single game. They played with heart. There's a woman who plays on the team from Greensboro, and I will remember her name, but I don't right now.
Let me think.
You might remember it.
Let me
before
think.
Okay,
yeah.
while you remember it, I just knew, I'm like, oh, they're going all the way. So it didn't happen for them this year, but I have got them at the top of every bracket.
Yeah.
Even above my UConn ladies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because
pretty impressive.
the way they work together
Yeah.
is phenomenal. You can see the intention in their passes. You can
Yeah.
see their forward thought, as they're thinking their way to the basket.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen that in my Lady Huskies this year.
They're together. They're
they're
a
together.
well-oiled machine. Everybody knows what they're doing. They're in great communication. Basketball handling is incredible.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see what they do this year, but certainly this man's going to be rooting for the Pack.
Yes, I will root for the ladies. I cannot necessarily do it for the men's team.
I
Not because they're
understand.
not great, but I just have. My husband went to an ACC school, and
Yes, and I understand
all things
that.
are broken after that. So, all right, let's see what everybody
All
else
right.
is saying here. Oh, I see NC State just jumping out.
I
on the
like
screen.
it.
That's from Tracy Galloway, who said NC State. Let's see. R. Bryan said the girls' ACC teams have been amazing. He said, I'm a Carolina boy, Tar Heels all day. Let's see.
Bobby is going to go for Duke. He loves watching Duke.
Oh, and then R. Bryan commented that I have Duke blue on,
Yeah.
but I should have yellow and gold on, I suppose, if I'm talking about that.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have a lot of people who are really showing support for Carrie, which is amazing. And so we appreciate that. And also getting in on our other conversation about spring and March and what
Tracy?
they're looking forward to. Yeah.
Not this Tracy.
Oh, yeah?
Although you're supporting the Pack, the Lady Pack, this Tracy says NC State all the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It could definitely happen.
Let's do it.
Yeah. All right. So ACC tournament play starts on Wednesday. We don't expect First State to play until Thursday or Friday because they have the top, bid here, and we'll see how they do.
But lots of practice until they do play.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be hanging around the hotels. Can you sign this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm that person. All right, let's get to some of our other headlines before we get to our next conversation. Well, today, Winston-Salem-Forsyth County Schools going mask optional. It also updated its policy to include optional masking on school buses in accordance with the new CDC guidelines. Alamance, Burlington, Rockingham, and Stokes County Schools have also said they will make masks optional on school buses in step with this new guidance. Well, this morning, Winston-Salem police say a 1-year-old child is safe. An Amber Alert sent overnight is now canceled. Winston-Salem police say the alert was sent out after they responded to a crash at Pope Road and Ebert Road last night. Police identified the driver of the car as Kewan Brown and the father of the 20-month-old boy. Brown told police another car had been chasing him, fired a gun, crashed into him, and then took the little boy from Brown's car. Police later found the baby with his mother uninjured in Mooresville. Police charged the mother, Ayana Rippey, with misdemeanor child abuse. They're looking for the suspects who they believe took the boy in Winston-Salem. Well, finding somewhere to live while you're trying to stay in budget is always a challenge. As with many things in 2022, the cost of renting an apartment is going up. WFMY News 2's IT News McMiller is in Greensboro with a closer look at what renters are having to pay these days.
Well, the big issue here in Guilford County is there is a shortage of one-bedroom housing. Many single families have limited options, and what is available is likely out of reach for them because rent prices are skyrocketing. But tiny homes like the ones here on Causey Street in Greensboro have been a lifesaver for families who may be making minimum wage but need a place to stay. Just look at what we're dealing with here in Guilford County. The price for a one-bedroom right now is up 14% compared to last year. A person would need $956 a month to afford the average one-bedroom in Greensboro. That number is even more in Winston-Salem. And based on this, a person living off of minimum wage would have no place to go. But Tiny House Community Development and Guilford County's Continuum of Care are working to end homelessness and provide affordable housing.
We're trying to develop more communities and work with developers to build things that are more affordable for someone that's living in poverty, or someone who has experienced a decline in their income.
But they're running into challenges themselves. Landlords they once could depend on are no longer leasing, and housing qualifications are changing. And the wait list for their tiny house communities is growing every day.
I don't know that we can ever fill the need of housing that we have in Guilford County or the surrounding area. I don't think we can build fast enough. Right now we're facing, companies are facing the facts that there are a shortage of labor.
These agencies are doing the best they can. The Tiny House Community Development is working with the county to develop 6 acres off of Freeman Mill Road. But until more homes are built, realtors say that it's best for folks to stay where they are because demand is high and rent prices will likely continue to increase.
Yeah, my friend Dana just wrote on here. She said a 1-bedroom in her apartment community starts at $2,000 a month now.
Whoa, wow.
Unbelievable. Hopefully you locked in your prices for a little while.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
amazing. All right, so it is already the end of February. And I know if you have a birthday on the 29th, you're a little miffed about that. You can either celebrate today or tomorrow, March 1st. But we want to look back over the month and highlight the many good things that happened. So we want to know, what was the best thing that happened to you in the month of February? It's a lot. I can start right off the bat with this because I had 2 birthdays to celebrate, both of my boys. Josiah turned 6, Julian turned 1, and to highlight that, Julian started walking on his birthday.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
On his birthday.
On his birthday.
Great timing, yeah.
So I got through family parties, I got through a shared birthday party at the jump place, which was interesting. It was just a great, relaxing month. Simone did great on her Black History Month project. I mean, I felt like every day there was like a reason to smile in my house, and I just loved it.
That's great. Well, you know, I have to put in, you know, kudos for the weather, you know, after a somewhat snowy January with about 8 inches of snow measured out at PTI for the month. February was a little bit tamer. We had some cold weather, but also we had, you know, some milder days as well. So I think from a weather perspective, I think it was really nice. Personally, you know, my entire family, my soon-to-be 85-year-old mom is wide open. I can't keep up with her, and I'm thankful for that. So just God gives so many blessings, and we need to remember those blessings and be aware of them. And certainly I was blessed in many ways in February.
Yeah, it's always so important to just recognize, you know, the good things.
Yes.
And so that's what we want to do right now. Go ahead and type in the comments so that we can read them. Starting from the bottom here, Elizabeth said, wonderful. Tracy, for Julian, I got a new job, but we'll start in March. Congratulations, Elizabeth. That's awesome. New jobs are very important, especially when you have a start date. And it's coming up pretty soon. Let's see, a lot of people are enjoying the warm-up that will come ahead. Let's see. We got a few different comments in here. Yeah. But it looks like a lot of people are just really excited about the weather. So you are on a roll.
Hey, I like that. I like it when y'all are happy about the weather. Hopefully they'll be able to say the same thing at the end of March, that they'll be happy about March. Certainly starting out well for people who like warmer weather. I
have lived through a few March storms that seem to happen when Duke and Carolina play.
Yeah.
The men's basketball team, I should say.
Yeah, how crazy is that?
So
Isn't that weird?
So weird.
And you know, going to
they play this weekend, I think.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, there's no snow in the forecast now, with 60-degree weather anticipated. But you know, going to school in Connecticut, you saw some of those nor'easters roar up the East Coast. Aren't they pretty wild?
They are, and that's exactly why I'm home.
Yeah.
I was not a snow person. Still, I'm not a snow person. I don't like driving in it, and the conditions are just, you know, pretty horrible when you're dealing with multiple feet.
Yeah, drifting, blowing and drifting snow and 50, 60 mile per hour winds. Those storms can really be rough on New England when they develop off the Carolina coast and then move up the East Coast and get stronger and stronger.
Well, let's hope that that doesn't happen
I hope not.
here or there or anywhere. Let's just keep it nice and calm and dry and warm for.
It makes my job easy when things are nice and calm.
And it
I
makes
like
me
that.
happy. So we're both winning here.
Yeah.
We're both winning. All right, why don't you go ahead and wrap things up with, oh wait, hold on one second. One more good thing happening. Carrie says, my twin sister and I celebrated our 72nd birthday.
All right.
Nice.
Happy birthday. Yeah.
She said her grandson Gabe treated her to a nice lunch. So there you go.
Fantastic.
Some good news. All right,
Yeah.
finish it out with the forecast.
Let's do that. Now today, plenty of sunshine, mid-50s, a little cool, a little bit below normal for this time of year, but we go above normal tomorrow and right on through Thursday. 60 tomorrow, we're into the upper 60s on Wednesday, and we may crack the 70-degree mark on Thursday. Now we anticipate and we'll keep an eye on this, that a cold front will move through and drop the temperatures, cool us off a little bit on Friday, back down into the mid-50s, but that doesn't last long because we warm right back up for the weekend. Saturday and Sunday, we're back into the 60s, 63 on Saturday, upper 60s on Sunday. Right now, we'll go with a dry forecast, but we're going to beef up the clouds over the weekend. And as we go through the week, we may have to add a small shower chance. And of course, we'll keep you posted on that. But I think the big weather story is the nice warm up as we slide so quietly into the month of March.
You're gonna slide, I'm gonna go boom.
Yeah, I'm in there.
Like, it's nice, I love it. Thanks so much, Ed. And thank you for being a part of all of our conversations. We can't wait to see you again tomorrow for another great episode of After GMS. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.